Alright, hey guys, this is my second battle on YouTube against a battler named Paul, and let's get started. He sends out his Jolteon, and while I send out my Alakazam, and I do the trick, trying to test this out like a new team, not really a new team, but new Pokemon. And I give him my Choice Scarf, and he gives me a Stratus Berry. I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever. Now I know most Jolteons come with Shadow Ball, but I don't know. I must have forgot completely because, oh yeah, as you can see, my health's going down. But I survived with 41 HP, but get the special defense drop. Not that that really mattered. Although his berry does get my health up, which is a bonus. But I decided to return my Alakazam. Don't want it to die. And because I sent out my Slocking, because I obviously is gonna go for another Shadow Ball, so not affected. And he returns his Jolteon, comes out with this guy, Mecha Godzilla. I'm kidding, but it looks like a lot like him. And when he returned it, I thought he would have gone for a Thunder move, so I went out with Golem. But no, I over predicted. Ended up getting the Brick Break. Super effective, not so good. But my Golem, she is a beast and takes that pretty nicely. Not even a little less than half. It's pretty good. So I take this chance, set up my rocks, seeing as it's a 3-hit KO. He goes for another Brick Break. Again, I go a little past yellow, or a lot past yellow apparently. Super effective. I go for my other Earthquake, which I'm guessing will take it out. I'm pretty sure it'll take it out. Yeah, takes it out. And that feint, super effective, obviously. Golem looking good right now. Not so good health wise or whatever. Sends out the Scizor, and most of them obviously contain Bullet Punch. So I return that and go to my Poliwracker, which is obviously a Poliwrath. And he goes for a Brick Break, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I EV trained him mostly in defense and special defense, I think. So he takes that very nicely. And I think I go for the bulk up. He goes for the X Scissor. I take that very nicely, and I think that's very effective. Yeah. And I think I go for the bulk up. Yes, I do. Raise my attack and defense, which is good. And I get my leftovers. Got a burp. It'll happen, maybe. He goes for a Roost, which I thought, oh wow, it's gonna be a very big stall war. And he roosts up. I wait. I go for an Ice Punch, but then I was thinking of the bug of him, like his bug type. But then obviously me being an owner of one, I was like, crap, it's a steal. But I get the freeze hacks, so I was like, wow, that's pretty nice. I could bulk up all the time now. And I get my leftovers. Sadly though, it turns out he did have the Bullet Punch, and he thawed out, and he hit me. Not very effective though, so that's pretty good. And that's a Life Orb, I think, yeah. And I go for the Substitute. I'm new to Substitute, so when I saw how much life that took, I was like, wow. Aside from that, goes for the X Scissor, and doesn't break my sub, thank God. It's nice. And I go for another bulk up, just bulking up. Attack rise, defense rise, and my leftovers. It's all going good. Now goes for another X Scissor. I was hoping this one wouldn't take out my sub, but sadly it takes him out. So, wow, boo-hoo. Alright, and I think I go for another bulk up. Yeah, I go for another bulk up. Just bulking up. That's 3 bulk ups already. So plus 3 attack and defense. That's pretty good. Get up my health. And Brick Break. Brick Breaks me. I take that very nicely. Yes, I do, actually. Very nicely. Now I go for a Dynamic Punch this time. And I hit. And that is the end of Scizor. Thank you, come again. And what does he send next? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he sends a Strapper, I think, whatever that bird's name is. He calls it Predator with the smiley face. I I love the cry that bird makes. Oh, it's so cool. Anyways, I get the attack drop, which was I was like, oh, but I was like, oh, I have ice punch, so I'm good. But then I remembered Poliwrath is a fighting type also, so I was like, crap, my health's going down. It's going down. I was like, oh, but then it stops at around 13, 14 HP, or 15 HP actually. So I was very lucky. Hit that bird, my ice punch, and that bird is out. Yeah, super effective. I know. Oh, but yeah. So all of the Pokemon here I've EV trained recently, but never got to use. I used my old team, but then my old team, well, I got 6-0'd, and I was like, oh, man, I gotta work on this. And this team is looking good. So obviously, he sends out Jolteon, and of course, Thunderbolt outspeeds me. Sucks, I know. Useless crit, that sucks even more. But whatever. That's part of the game. So I sent out my Golem. And right here, Golem, I know he's weak. I was thinking he would go for a Shadow Ball. So I was like, screw it. I'm just explode. But he switches out to Swampert. I was like, perfect. And so I explode. Kaboom to his face. And I was so relieved of that. Oh my god, you don't even know. Damn. Well, I know I could have taken it out, but I don't have any grass Pokemon with me. So it would have taken a while. It would have been a Star War, it would have lost some Pokemon. It could have been a close match. But that was great. What just happened? So both of them faint. The field's nice and quiet. I send out my Nidoqueen, I think that's how you pronounce it. When I had Pokemon Red as a kid, I always called it Nidoqueen and Nidoking. But there is no needle in it, so yeah, I'm guessing it's Nido. Alright. And his dog, that reminds me of Snoop Dogg for some reason, goes for an overheat. And I don't think I put any special defense EVs on this Nidoqueen. So I was pretty worried. But once again, I stop at 13 HP instead of 15 from last time, which I was very thankful for. I go for the Earth Power, which I invested some EV on it, which takes it out, which is awesome. I put mostly a bunch of EVs training on Nidoqueen, but on defense, so yeah. And last Pokemon, he sends out Jolteon. I was like, okay, it'll probably take me out, so I'll just send to another Pokemon, take that one out. Sadly, he goes for a Thunderbolt, which I felt bad for some reason. I was just like, oh man, come on, that sucks. You could at least hit me last, And like, to make this like worse, I actually get a crit right here, which I don't think mattered. It probably didn't matter. It's like a slap in the face. Pa, just hurts more. And there you go. I defeated my opponent. Yeah. So comment, rate, subscribe, and take care.